Hello, beautiful souls. This is Elena Maria Fouché with Mindfulness Made Easy. I'm sitting out here on beautiful Repulse Bay Beach here in Hong Kong. And I wanted to share something that some really beautiful teachers, Jack Canfield and Tara Brach, shared recently in an online course I'm doing with them called The Power of Awareness. And they made this brief little comment, and they keep weaving it through their practices, and I think it's really brilliant, and it's about being present. I think often we lose sight in our mindfulness and meditation practices of just the point is to be present. And I know intellectually a lot of us know that we want to be present, and yet when we're actually practicing, we kind of forget that that's the point, and maybe we even forget how to really clearly weave it into our practice and make sure that that is actually what we're training. I feel like presence is really important because this is the thing that has changed my life. It's the capacity to be more and more present, to be more and more engaged with what's happening right here and right now. It's totally changed my mental and emotional intelligence in ways I can't even describe. And it, to me, is the reason to meditate. So I find that this emphasis on presence during the practice is really good. So let me give you an example of how to do it. So let's say you're doing a meditation practice where you're focusing on your breath. So you're focusing on your breath coming in and out. And then after meditating for a little bit on your breath, you realize, oh, I'm lost in thought. So what most of us do is we come back to the breath, and that's perfect. And yet the suggestion is, in that moment where we realize, oh, I'm lost in thought, right before we come back to the breath, we take a moment to become really present. Yeah? So we're really consciously bringing that moment of presence into our practice, because that's ultimately what we're training. So again, we're focused on breath. We're meditating for a bit, we get lost in thought, and we realize, oh, I'm lost in thought. And so right before coming back from being lost in thought to our breath, we become really present. How do you do that? Well, a lot of different ways you can become really present. One way that I like to do is to briefly open my eyes and take a snapshot of this moment. Like, look at whatever I can see, really listen to whatever I can hear in this moment, and check in with my body. What can I feel in my body in this moment? So I get a good audio, auditory, and kinesthetic snapshot of right here and right now. And that really grounds me in the present, and it really helps me be present. And especially when I'm meditating, I'm already really quiet, and so I'm really training presence in myself. And then I go back to breath. So try that out. Really anywhere in your practice that you want to do that, I encourage you to do that. Sometimes I do that anyway in the beginning, just because I realize that my brain is so active, I need to do something to kind of really ground it into my practice, and just focusing on my breath is not enough. So try that out, let me know how it goes, and enjoy.